Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine and in good health. Today we will have our English 2 class. Now before going to the text, let me ask you a few questions. How is the weather today? It is a bright sunny day. Now can you name the natural object that is shining brightly in the sky? Very good. The sun is shining brightly in the sky because it is daytime. Now what do we see in the sky at night? The moon and the stars. Now let us recapitulate what you have learnt in the previous class. Can you name the article that is used before sun and moon? The is used before sun and moon. The sun, the moon, the earth. So students, all of you take out your new Oxford Modern English book and open at page number 58. First I am reading the poem. You listen to it and follow the lines of the poem. Sun and Moon by Charlotte Drute Cole. Sun and Moon by Charlotte Drute Cole. The moon shines clear as silver, the sun shines bright as gold, and both are very lovely and very, very old. God hung them up as lanterns for all beneath the sky, and nobody can blow them out, for they are up too high. Once again, I am reading the poem. You please follow the lines and listen to the pronunciation. Sun and Moon by Charlotte Drute Cole. The moon shines clear as silver, the sun shines bright as gold, and both are very lovely and very, very old. God hung them up as lanterns for all beneath the sky, and nobody can blow them out, for they are up too high. Now students, let us move to the explanation part of the poem Sun and Moon. The moon shines clear as silver. If you observe the moon in the sky at night, it appears to be of silver color. Everything appears to be silvery in moonlight. Now look at this picture, the picture on the left hand side. What you can see? The sky at night, and you can see the beautiful moon. And it is of silver color, isn't it? Now you can question me that, ma'am, if we look in the sky at night, the moon appears to be of golden color and not silver. Yes, my dear students, the moon appears to be of golden color here in this country, but in cold countries, in the European countries, in the United States of America, the moon always appears to be silvery in color. That is why in English poems, the moon is described as silvery. It is there, if you look in the sky, the moon is of silver color and not golden. So here, as in this picture, you can see that the moon is of silver color and everything under the moonlight
appears to be silvery in color. The sun shines bright as gold.
Look at the picture on the right hand side. What do you see?
The sun is shining brightly like gold. The sun is a bright golden yellow color. And both of them are very lovely. Both are very lovely. If you observe carefully these two natural objects in the sky, you will be amazed by their beauty. Both of them are very beautiful. The silver moon and the golden yellow sun. We cannot say that the moon is more beautiful or the sun is more beautiful. Both of them are really very beautiful in their own way. And both of them are very old. See, in the fourth line, there are two very written. Why?
Two veries have been used in the poem
to emphasize that the sun and the moon exist from a long time, since the beginning of life, much before your birth. Okay? Your parents have seen the sun and the moon. Your grandparents have seen the sun and the moon. Their parents have seen the sun and the moon. So, both of them exist from a long time, since the beginning of life. Now, coming to the next part. See, this is the picture of the silvery moonlight. The sky at night, you can see the beautiful moon and lots of stars are there. This is the picture during daytime, the golden yellow bright rays of the sun. See here also the beautiful sun of golden yellow color. Now what is this? This is a lantern. God hung them up as lanterns. You have seen a lantern? This is a lantern, or it is also known as a lamp. In olden times, when there was no electricity, people used to hang these lamps in the evening when it becomes dark. And these lantern or lamp, it filled the room with light. Till in some villages, these are used. So who has hung these lanterns? God has hung these lanterns. For whom? For all beneath the sky. So God has hung these natural lamps for us. So which are referred to as lanterns? The sun and the moon. The sun, as you know, the sun gives us light during daytime and the moon gives us light at night when it becomes dark. So God has hung these lanterns for whom? For all the people who live under the sky. If we look above in the sky, we can see the sun during daytime and the moon at night. So it is for us only that God has hung these natural lamps for us. And nobody can blow them out. Blowing out means stops burning. Blow them out means to stop them from burning. Like when you celebrate your birthday, you blow out the candle, isn't it? But here in this poem, the sun and the moon cannot be blown out by anyone. Why? Because they are up too high. So can anyone blow them out? Or can anyone stop them from burning? No, nobody can blow them out. Why nobody can blow them out? Because they are too high in the sky. We cannot reach to them. No one can touch them. So it is not possible for anyone to blow them out. To blow these natural lamps that God has gifted mankind. No one can blow them out. So this poem is actually about the natural objects that God has given to us. And we must learn to appreciate the beauty of the natural objects, that is the sun and the moon. Both of them are very beautiful in their own way. The sun gives us light during daytime and the moon gives us light at night when it becomes dark. Now let us discuss the question answers of the poem Sun and Moon. What shines like silver? The moon shines clear as silver. What shines like gold? The sun shines like gold. Who hung up the lanterns? God hung up the lanterns. Who can blow them out? Why not? Nobody can blow them out. Because they are up too high in the sky, so no one can touch them. So don't worry children, these question answers will be provided in the worksheets. You have to copy them in your notebooks, in English 2 notebooks. So students, now look at page number 59 of your course book, that is New Oxford Modern English book. Some sentences are given and you have to turn the sentences into question forms. You can blow them out. So what will be the question form? Can you blow them out? And the question mark at the end of the sentence is a must because you are turning a sentence into a question form. So if you do not put the question mark, it will be wrong. A horse cannot sing. If you have to turn it into a question form, it will be can a horse sing? Question mark or mark of interrogation. A tiger can catch a deer. Can a tiger catch a deer? Question mark. So there are other two sentences. A farmer can plow a field and a doctor can give us medicine. You turn them into question forms by your own. Now see the opposite words. That is the activity. Also on page number 59. High, low, small, big, good, bad, dull, bright, up, down, near, far. Now, page number 42 of English workbook. Page number 42 of workbook. Answer in can or cannot. Answer in can or cannot. Can cats fly? What will be the answer? No, it cannot. Can a woman sing? Yes, comma, she can. Can girls run? Yes, they can. Look at page number 43 of your workbook. Some words are given: thin, heavy, tall, beautiful, old, ugly, wide, and light. And below, some pictures are given. You have to see what they are and write accordingly. Like A is done for you. A is a thin cat. B is an ugly man. C is a beautiful woman. D is a tall tree. So rest you do by yourself in the book itself. So, what will be your homework? You will have to copy the question answers of the sun and moon that are given on page number 58 of your book. Do it in your English 2 notebook, and also page number 59, that is turn into question forms. That thing you also do in your copy. Plus you have to do page number 42 and 43 of the workbook in the book itself. Learn the poem, read the poem at least for 10 times, and learn to recite the poem with proper pronunciation, voice modulation, following the punctuation marks. Thank you and have a nice day, and stay safe, stay well.